we will now do take 3. Yesterday I made a tutorial using these wonderful stamp set from Be Creative. I bought it the other day and it arrived ever so quickly. Excuse me while I take a drink. Hopefully we won't have any more disturbances. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take you from a blank sheet of paper to a card topper. Why do it like that? Because then I'm not wasting your time in showing you how to put a card together. However, if you go back through some of my videos, I'm sure there's one there where I go through and I explain it all to you. Right, so this piece of A4, you cut it down the one blip before the 6. And this is a Stampin' Up trimmer, they're beautiful trimmers. And then this measures 8 1/4. So now after we move the blade out the way, we make this at 4 1/8 ish. There we are. Do that a couple of times, right. Put the cutter away for now. If the doorbell goes again, I'm not going to be stopping it. I'm just going to run to the door and come back. Now, in the past, I've said to you, oh, score with the lumpy bit on the inside. But the other day, I did the other way, and it worked out wonderfully. So, right. Oops. Just line it up with that. Put your thumb in the middle and work your way out. You just do that and then go over with the bone folder. Right, what I haven't done is cut the topper. So I shall show you now how I do it. Where's my ruler? Right, this is a brilliant one because it's got both, most of them have now, haven't they? So, right, this card is measuring 15 centimetres by 10.5. Now what I like to do, I like to make my topper sort of, I usually work down in centimetres, sometimes half centimetres, but today I will do it in centimetres. So I need to cut that now 14 by 9.5. 14 centimetres by 9.5. Keep these bits because these can always be used for sentiments, or if you're making like little titchy witchy cards, tiny little cards, they'd be fantastic with them. Because how big are they? They are approximately 2 3/4. So if you're making a 3 by 3, that will be perfect for it. Right, now I shall put the trimmer away. Right, now what I haven't got as well is my cover, isn't it? Oh well, never mind, I'll try and be good. Now I've got this sheet of paper to the side of me, in case I decide to stamp off or I want to see what it looks like. So, today then I am using, there's my card, I'm going to put my card over there. I am using crumb cake and the very vanilla because fingering it already, look, that's a good start. I like to use very vanilla and a sepia colour. Now to me sepia is a sort of a browny colour. I'm slightly colourblind, but I've been told that that's what that is. Right, it comes like this. You've got a hard bit, and then you've got a floppy bit. Well, the thing, always take the floppy bit off, and then keep the stick the stamps after you've cleaned them back on the hard bits, because that's where you can see it all. Right then, first of all, I'm going to do the lighthouse. Like I said, just going to check that. And don't throw these away, because if you need to, then you can always oh, what's it called? You could always cut these out. Right, so I'm happy with that. So now I'm going to get a scrap of card. Better still, what I have here is I have a what have I got here? A piece of A4 piece of paper. It doesn't have to be card, and then I laminate it because then you can wipe it clean. So now that I've stamped the lighthouse, and I don't want to drive it too far up, so I'm going to come down a bit to about there. Going to be in a very little lighthouse, this is. There we are. Now then, I don't know whether I've been able to save having to, there we are, see, wipe it clean. But I shall leave it like that for now, and what I can, what I will do, I'll put the little head on it. If I can find my block. Blocky block, 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 block. There we go. Very messy one, so have to excuse that. This is just a block with lines on, which is very, very useful if you try to line sentiments or anything up. So I'm going to use that. Hopefully get it straight. And what I'm going to do now, you'll have to excuse my head. I'm going to try and line it up as best and as close as I can to the lighthouse. Oh, not too bad, is it? No, I'm quite happy with that. Right, as you can see from the picture, it shows this sort of different pieces, but because I've stamped it so low, I'm not going to put those pieces on. Right, I'm going to put that up there because that's where I'm going to put all my stamps before I clean them. Right, now I'm getting to the... You can go up there as well, go on, there you go. We get to the sea now. And, oh, sit down again. Stamp the sea. And now then, I'm going to stamp off once. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. What I am going to do, get a piece of paper and just cover over the edge of the lighthouse, because you don't want the sea going over the lighthouse. I'm going to go one and then stamp again with the second generation. Doesn't come out that good, so I won't do a second generation stamping. Right, now I can do that now and show you a little trick. What I do is I wipe off just the corner there, if you can see that, and then hopefully when I go like that, it fills that gap in. Oh dear, simple things they say, please simple minds, and that's me all over. Right. Just carry on with the sea now. Just put it here and there. How you want it. I want some more down the bottom there now. Once again, I'm going to rub the corner bit that's going to go in the lighthouse, because I don't want it to go in the lighthouse. There we go. Maybe that sea isn't quite right. Let me see if I could do it. Oh, windy, windy, windy. Cover that off. I think what I did was I went over it too much down here. So never mind, we've got quite a big sea. Cover that over and bring it up to there. There we are. Let's proceed then. Yesterday when I did this, I did it totally wrong. And I must apologise to all at Be Creative for making such a mess of their beautiful stamp. Right, what I was going to say as well, I'm trying, if you are a beginner stamper, just trying to show you that you can do these things with just one stamp. By stamping off, you get various colours. What I'm going to try and do, I'm going to try and copy this, So we've done the sea, we've done the lighthouse. So now I'm going to do the mountains. Right, get the mountains down a bit this time because I did them too high in the sky. Right, I'm just going to do that. You know, a sticky note is probably the best thing to do here. But I wasn't that prepared, was I? So, right, again, move it over. And then you can come back and stamp it then so that there's, looking like there's mountains in the distance. Because when you do, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to fill in that little gap. There we go. If you're doing scenery and you want to make it look like there's a lot of things, then stamp it to the back. The stamp at the back is always much lighter than the one in the front. Right, now then I'm going to get my birds in the sky. Now then I'm going to make sure I've got these the right way round, because you don't want upside down flying birds, do we? And then once again, I'm going to double stamp. So they're going up from the lighthouse. And to make it look like there's a lot more, I'm going to just pick it up slightly. And they're going after. Off they go. Right, what I didn't do yesterday, I didn't put a sun. So I'm going to do a sun today. Now with this, I'm going to stamp it off a bit because I don't want it too bright. So I'm going to put the sun up there in the sky. There we go. And I think I will put some clouds. Again, I'm going to stamp them off, which I didn't do yesterday and I made a mess of it. So I am still learning about stamping. There is a lot to learn. Stamp it off, and I'm going to put it there. Oh, it looks like there's a rain cloud in the middle of that one, doesn't it? I think what I didn't do, I should be okay now. Put another one just going off the scene there. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. A far better impression than I did yesterday. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get a mat to put underneath it and then mount it onto the card, and I will show you then. There'll be a picture in the little thumbnail of what this looks like after it's been mounted. So thank you for watching and I'll see you all soon. Bye.